Hello everyone, once again welcome to PM Networking. Guys, today in this video we are going to understand L3 Ether channel configuration on real devices. On simulation software you cannot configure layer 3 Ether channel, right? So that's why I am going to configure on real devices. In my rack I am going to use switch 1, switch 2, router 1 and router 2. This is the topology which I have created in rack. I have access of all switch, both switch and both routers. Okay, let me show you that first. So here you can see I have access of switch 1, and if you will run CDP command, here you can see switch 2 is never on 0/19 20 21 and 22, and router 1 is never on 0/1 interface. Okay, let me show you CDP never on switch 2. Here also if you will run CDP never, you can see switch 1 is never on 0/19 to 0/22. That means we have connected 4 link between switch 1 and switch 2, and there is one router which is connected to switch 2. Fine. Now here on router number 1, if you will check, so IP interface brief. So on F0/0, here you can see I am running IP 10.1.1.1, but I am going to use this router as a PC. So here in global config mode I am going to run command no IP routing to disable routing, and default gateway, default IP default gateway, IP default gateway will be 10.1.1.100. Fine. So on switch number 1 I am going to create one SVI. Okay, before that let me show you the IP configuration of router 2. So IP interface brief 10.1. No, here I am going to configure what IP address 20.1, and default gateway will be 20.100 on router 2. So before watching this video, make sure you have watched part 1 and part 2 of Ether channel. Okay, if you have not watched that video, first of all you need to watch those 2 videos, right? For that you can visit to our playlist, Ether channel technology playlist. On my PM Networking YouTube channel you will get one playlist name with Ether channel technology. There you will find day 1 and day 2, part 1 and part 2 video. First of all watch part 1 and part 2, then only you can understand this video. Okay guys, here we are going to configure layer 3 Ether channel. So I am going to change the IP address on F0/1 of router 2. So let me take you on interface F0/1, and here IP address will be 20.1.1.1 255.255.255.0. Fine. After that exit, say no IP routing, and IP default gateway will be what 20.1.1.100. right? Now if you will ping from PC1 to PC2, means router 1 to router 2, ping will not work. Ping 20.1.1.1. See, ping is not working, ping will not work, right? So what I am going to do, either I can configure IP address on this interface and on this interface, right? To form, suppose if I will create one SVI over here on this switch as interface VLAN 10, and on this interface if I will run IP 10.1.1.100, right? In the same way on switch number 2 I will create one SVI interface VLAN 20, and here I will run IP what 20.1.1.100. Fine. So in the routing table of switch 1 you will see there are only one network, there will be one network. In the same way in the routing table of switch 2 there will be only this network, directly connected network. Now to share this network between switch 1 and switch 2 you have to run any routing protocol, or you can configure a static routing, right? For that you have to use physical link, right? Yeah, either you can use this link, either you can use this link, any one link, right? But if you will use one link, that means there will be no any backup link. So if your link will goes down, reachability between switch 1 and switch 2 will goes down. And if you will use multiple links, suppose I am using all 4 link, here I am running IP, suppose here I am running IP 12.1, here I am running 12.2, here I am running IP suppose 13.1, here I am running IP 13.2, here I am running IP 14.1, here 14.2, here 15.1 and 15.2. So what will happen in this scenario? Suppose I have configured EIGRP, right, to share the network information routing table between switch 1 and switch 2. It will form 4 neighborship with switch 2. That means it will encapsulate 4 hello message and it will decapsulate 4 hello message. So CPU utilization of this switch can be high, right? So what I am going to do, I am going to bundle these all link together, and on the logical link I will configure one IP address on P1, P2. Here I will configure what IP 12.1 and 12.2. With the help of EIGRP, we will share the network information between switch 1 and switch 2, and then I will show you that router 1 is able to ping router 2 or not. Okay, so let me do this. Let me take you on the switch number 1 first. Here is switch 1. Okay, now I am going to do what? First of all, I am going to make this interface is member of which VLAN. This interface is member of VLAN 10. This interface is member of which VLAN? This interface is member of VLAN 20. After that, I am going to create one SVI over here also, right? Then I will configure EtherChannel between switch 1 and switch 2, and then we will assign one IP address on port channel. Fine. So let me take you on switch number 1, guys, and here interface F0/1 say switch port access VLAN 10. Okay. Now if you will run command show VLAN brief, you can verify it that this interface is member of which VLAN now? VLAN 10. Okay, so here I am going to configure one default gateway, SVI as well. So interface VLAN 10 and IP address 10.1.1.100.255.255.255.0. Got it? Now if you will check IP, so IP interface brief, here you can see I am running one IP address on SVI interface, on virtual interface. Yes or no? Which IP address? Where it is? Here you can see on VLAN 10 interface, or you can run command like exclude unassign, so it will filter the output. Okay. Now if you will check routing table of this switch, so IP root. So by default routing table is not enabled. So on switch, if you want to enable routing, you have to run command IP routing here, right? And now if you will check routing table, so IP root, in the routing table you can see there is one network, right? Directly connected network. Now in the same way, let me create one SVI on switch number 2 as well. So here first of all I am going to make F0/2 is member of VLAN 20, F0/2 switch port access VLAN 20. Got it? Now I am going to configure one SVI, so interface VLAN 20 and say IP address 20.1.1.100.255.255.255.0, right? After that IP routing. Fine. And if you will check, so IP root. So IP root. Here you are able to see the 20 network, right, which is directly connected. Now if you want to share the routing table between switch 1 and switch 2, if you want to exchange routing table of switch 1 to switch 2 and switch 2 to switch 1, here you have to configure one dynamic routing protocol. So if I will configure EIGRP here, what will happen? Before that, let me show you that these routers are able to ping their default gateway or not. So let me take you on router number 1 and let me ping 10.1.1.100. Yes, I am able to ping default gateway. Yes or no? In the same way, let me check from router number 2 also that I am able to ping my default gateway or not. Ping 20.1.1.100. Yes. Yes, I am able to ping. Yes or no? Now we are going to configure layer 3 EtherChannel. So till now I have one virtual interface over here, that is VLAN 10. On this virtual interface IP address is 10.100 and this interface is member of VLAN 10. This interface is member of VLAN 20, and here we have one SVI VLAN 20 and IP address is 20.100. Okay, now I am going to bundle these links together first, then we will configure one IP address, and then again we will configure EIGRP, okay, to form neighborship between switch 1 and switch 2. So guys, let's begin from switch 1. Now if you will check IP address, so IP interface brief exclude unassign. Here you can see I am running IP on VLAN interface only, and so VLAN I have configure one VLAN 10, and this interface 0/1 is member of VLAN 10. Now let me configure EtherChannel over here. Config T interface range F0/19 to 22. First of all, F0/19 to 22. First of all, I am going to down all interfaces, and then channel group, and then channel group number, let's say 1, and then mode is, let's say 1. Okay guys, here as you know, this is by default layer 2 port. I am going to run no switch port command over here, right? Let me do same thing on switch number 2 as well. Config T interface range F0/19 to 22. First of all, let me run shutdown command all on interface. After that, channel group 1, and let's say mode is what? Let's say mode is on, and let me make these all interfaces layer 3 interface, no switch port. Now I need to configure IP address on interface port 1, and if you will check now, interface do so interface P1. Are you able to see now line protocol and status both are down, right? So I need to run no set command on the physical interface range F0/19 to 22. Here I am going to run no set command now. No set. Here also I am going to run no set command. No set. Now if you will check do so P1, do so interface P1, and now you can see the line protocol is still down. Do so. Now you can see line protocol is up. No, just wait, it will take some time guys. Do so interface P1. Let me check over here. The protocol is down. This one is also down. Still port is down. Let me maximize it and let me verify. So IP interface brief port number 90, 20, these port are up. And what about the port channel? This is my down. On switch number 2, let me maximize this as well, and let me run so IP interface brief. These port are up and port is down. So EtherChannel summary. So we don't have any port here, right? Okay, let me do one more thing. Let me run command again. Interface range F0/19 to 22, and say channel group 1, mode is on. I am not able to run this command over here because EtherChannel port is layer 2. And we are configuring what? Okay, let me create another port channel over here, channel group, and let's say channel group number is 10 this time, and mode is on. Got it? Let me do same thing on switch number 1 as well. Interface range F0/19 to 22, channel group 10, and mode is on. Do so interface P10. Protocol is up or down, so line protocol is up, right? This time line protocol of port channel 10 is up, right? Here also you can verify. Now go to interface P10, and here say no switch port, and after that IP address 12.1.1.2 255.255.255.0. here also let me configure interface P10 and say no switch port, and IP address will be what? 12.1.1.1 255.255.255.0. okay. If I will check connectivity, ping 12.1.1.2. yeah, it's pinging. And now I am interested to configure EIGRP, because you can see the routing table. So IP route, there are only directly connected network, so IP route I have to enable routing. I think I have disabled routing, so IP routing, right? So IP route. Now you are able to see directly connected network. Here also I have to enable routing, so IP routing, and say so IP route. Are you able to see directly connected network? Now I am going to configure EIGRP. So router EIGRP 100, say no auto summary, and network 0.0.0. in the same way here also I am going to configure EIGRP. config T router EIGRP 100, network 0.0.0, and say no auto summary. Fine. Now if you will check neighbor, so IP EIGRP neighbor. Are you able to see the neighbor? Yes or no? Now if you will check routing table, so IP route, see this switch have route for 10 network. In the same way switch 1 will have route for 20 network. So IP route EIGRP. Are you able to see? Yes. Can PC1 ping to PC2? Let me check. Enable and ping 20.1.1.1. definitely it will ping, right? It's working. And now what will happen if 0/19 will goes down? No worry, let me send more traffic from here to, from router 1 to router 2. I am going to send 10,000 traffic. Ping and say repeat 10,000. Fine. Now I am going to down one in physical interface of switch 1. Go to config T interface F 0/19, say shutdown. See, still ping is working or not? See, let me ping again here. See, ping is working or not? Yes. If 0/20 will goes down, no problem. Shut down, no problem. Ping will work. Yes or no? So this is guys layer 3 ether channel. Hope now it's clear to you how to configure layer 3 ether channel. Okay. Now whatever IP address you will configure on this switch, that will be replicated on this switch with the help of EIGRP. Okay, so that's all for today. Thanks for watching. If you learned something from this video, please hit on like button. If you haven't subscribed this channel, please subscribe this channel. If you have any doubt, please let me know in comment. No problem, I can make one more video on it. Thank you guys.